The increasing incidence of herbicide resistance means the days of relying solely on chemicals for effective knockdown of weeds are over, according to Northern Grower Alliance CEO Richard Daniel. Speaking at this year's Grains Research and Development Corporation Grower Updates, Mr. Daniel says resistance is an issue for 4 key Northern Region summer weeds: feathertop rhodesgrass, barnyard grass, windmill grass and flaxleaf fleabane.
In all cases, they're either resistant to glyphosate or Roundup, or are weeds which are naturally quite tolerant. And so what we've done is pushed our system by the overuse of glyphosate, and we're now starting to see, unfortunately, the results that were forecast back 10, 15, 20 years ago.
To safeguard the effectiveness of the remaining herbicides, he says it is vital that non-herbicide tactics are incorporated into weed management systems. Rather than relying solely on a double knockdown approach, farmers should also think about cultivation, followed by use of a residual herbicide.
Most of the weeds we're having problems with now are shallow germinating weeds which need light to germinate, and so a very light cultivation or a very light tickle can successfully reduce the emergence by up to 80 or 90%.
Weeds such as flaxleaf fleabane can be managed simply by adopting a strategic approach.
In all cases, a lot of the management is moving the battle. They're very difficult weeds to control in the summer fallow, particularly when they're mature and toughened off. And a lot of cases they're actually proving to be quite easily controlled or well controlled by a range of residual herbicides that we might use in the winter crop or in a winter fallow leading into the summer crop. So instead of bashing our heads against a very tough target in the middle of summer, particularly with something like fleabane, you move the battle to a part of the life cycle where the weed is much more exposed or much more susceptible to control.